Beloved, I have for a long while been fascinated by the life of Leo Tolstoy, the Russian author who is regarded as the greatest novelist of all time by many. His works, War and Peace and Anna Karenina, are regarded as titanic in the world of literature and deals with the great moral questions which confronts human beings. Anna Karenina is essentially a saga of desire, lust, adultery, betrayal, faith, family, and marriage. It is an illustration of the unraveling of lives and the moral breakdown of people. Tolstoy, despite earlier critical acclaim, also fell into a lifestyle of debauchery, which left him feeling ashamed and searching for greater meaning. Although he was raised in the Russian Orthodox Church, he became alienated from religion at the age of 18, and he then dabbled in ideas of self-perfection, renouncing religion in favor of reading and thinking. Tolstoy, the young aristocrat, boastfully declared, "I killed people in war. I challenged people to duels in order to kill them. I lost at cards. I consumed the labor of peasants. I punished them. I fornicated. I deceived. Lies, theft, adultery of every kind, drunkenness, violence, murder. There was no crime I did not commit. And for all this, my contemporaries praised me and thought me a relatively moral man, as they still do." However, during his early 50s, after a life of debauchery, he sought out religion as a source of intellectual security. He was vexed by the idea of living in an untended and unattended cosmos and asked, "Is there any meaning in my life that wouldn't be destroyed by death that inevitably awaits me?" After great agonizing over the big questions, he resolves that the only blameless one, he decides, is he who lives as Jesus lived. And yet he counters, who can? It is impossible. Like St. Augustine's, his conversion story is a tale of tribulation. I can personally relate to this wrestling and how I consequently, through the grace, mercy, and love of God, surrendered myself to the idea that truth and lasting peace can only be found in a total subordination of one's life and one's being to Jesus Christ. I'm thrilled by Paul's revelatory writing in Colossians when he states that he has delivered us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son, Yeshua, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation, for by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him, and he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in everything he might be preeminent. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell, and through him to reconcile himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, making peace by the blood of his cross. Surrender yourself to the grace and the love and the mercy of Yeshua, and you will find peace eternal. Stay blessed. Shabbat Shalom.